Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Vormithrax, and this is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We're continuing our AquaMutant challenge, in which I play the wilderness scenario as a fisherman who decides to flip sides. We're going to go join the fish instead of hunting and eating them. Well, we may still hunt them, eat them, but we're going to try to become a post-threshold fish mutant. That's the stated goal in this particular challenge, and we're making terrible progress toward it. We're having some map issues. The map gen on this one is just, yeah, leaving a lot to be desired. Every once in a while I get these weird maps, and this one is proving to be particularly pesky. It's just small city connected to small city connected to small city over and over and over again with very few endpoints leading to any of the specialized buildings and such. Yeah, it's just been kind of a mess with the map. So we're doing a lot more traveling than I was expecting to do. I really just want to find a lab that I can get into that's not an ice lab already surrounded by fungal infected area, which has been the only lab we found so far. So yeah, not real happy about that process. We'll see what we can do, but we're going to have to spend the first part of today's episode recovering from a broken leg that we got in a really silly manner. Bit of overconfidence and yeah, I just ran myself out of stamina trying to get a go bag into my vehicle. I only had to go about 30 steps, and about halfway there I ran out of stamina, and a Z9 and a skeletal dog just started gnawing on my kneecap. And by the time I managed to get away from them, they had broken the left leg, and it got pretty close to killing me. So it was pretty entertaining / silly way to go. But we managed to survive it, to get out of there, get my gear back picked up, and yeah, we've been driving around since. I can't really do much with the broken leg. This character is not really set up in such a way that I can accomplish much while hoping to keep this leg from taking any damage and setting back the healing process. So we're going to hole up in this last man on Earth shelter for a few days. I think I have the food supply to do it. We'll do some reading, some much needed reading and crafting while we're here and waiting for that leg to finish healing up. So you can see on the screen I've got Curry, the character we're playing here. He's a fisher, started in a wilderness setting, and he's just 9999 stats. Traits, we've got disease-resistant fast healer, which flipped from slow healing that I started with. We quaffed one single mutagen we got off a scientist's body site, and it flipped our slow healing to fast healing, which was really entertaining and is going to help us out, but I thought that was amusing. We got melee weapon training with Eskrima, and we've got outdoorsman robust genetics, because this is a mutation-heavy run, as well as scout. On the negative side, nothing too major. Slow healing was one of them, animal discord, fast metabolism, high thirst, junk food intolerance, lactose intolerance. Those two are actually proving to be more of an issue than I had expected. Given the changes to how nutrition and kcals and all that has been rebalancing lately, not being able to eat a lot of the foods I find in houses and vending machines and things like that, plus the milk and cheese intolerance, is a fairly large swath of the food supply that I usually consume early game. So it's making me realize just how much of that stuff I've relied on in the past. That combined with just cooked vegetables massively declining in nutrition value. It's probably more realistic the way they are now, but it was a bit of a shock going from several hundred calories down to 25 or 30, whatever they're at now. So, pretty big change in early game Survivor, especially if you're doing wilderness survival. I can't imagine In a Woods is benefited from the change, and/or that's going to be even harder to survive that kind of a start. And then we got Strong Scent. None of those is any real problem for a character like this. Skill-wise, we've made some progress. We didn't start with much, just some low-level skills, mostly in the Eskrima benefited side. So we've worked pretty hard on getting the rest of that put up there, but we got a long way to go. We have not yet sat down and actually burned through our big pile of books or done any craft grinding. So just the bare minimum to get some carry capacity, and that's about it. So there we are. That's what we're up to. That's what we're doing. That's the character sheet. We're just scouting out. Right at the end of last episode, I just did a quick run through of this particular LMOE shelter. So that's what we've got. We've got the stream down here with the wood stove and the crates, bedroom, and so on. I'm not 100% certain I'm actually going to come down here and use this, but maybe I will. We'll see. I've got to kind of decide on just how I'm going to go about this. So yeah, so that's the character sheet. There's the inventory screen. we're set up pretty well for basic tools and such. We're really at the stage where I need to be getting the reading and crafting done so I can start into metalworking and vehicle mods and things like that. Our poor RM51 assault rifle, we're down to 17 rounds after some pretty heavy use. So we do have some backup weapons and ammo and such, but I'll be pretty sad when that goes away if I manage to empty the ammo before I actually get into a lab. Otherwise, well, we got some fair picked up items that we've scrounged, mostly from body sites and from killing zombie soldiers and such from helicopters. That's one thing this run has had lots and lots of, just helicopters everywhere. I don't know, the map is just genning really, really weird this time. So, there we go. That's the current gear I'm struggling around with, and we'll pop upstairs real quick. Try to. There we go. There's our vehicle, trusty Humvee. It's loaded up with stuff, but I haven't modded it or anything yet. So, as you can see, I've only got Mechanics 3 so far. We have books to get us to 6, which will get me most of the changes I'd like to make. But we're kind of stuck on the metalworking because I don't yet have any welders, forges, or so on, and we don't have the materials with us to make them. So we're in a bit of a bind in regards to that part of the process. But I do have some food and all that. It is, what time is it? 3 p.m. out here? Should be pretty empty of any bad guys or zombies. Temperature-wise, I gotta be careful. So that is not good. That is a temperature that could cause a problem. So you can actually set back your healing progress if your limbs get too cold. So we'll see what we can do here. Let's actually hop in the vehicle so I'm out of the rain. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do here. First thing I'm going to do is throw something on to keep my legs a little warmer. Let's see. Not the thermoelectric suit if I can avoid it. That's going to be... Well, I guess that's only 10. Long underwear top. I thought I had long underwear bottoms somewhere here. Nope. Don't want the touring suit either right now. That's too warm. Winter pants, way too warm. I think I will just go with the thermal underwear. Alright. Yeah, see. I mean, that's still compared to all the other locations. You gotta be careful with broken body parts because they're more susceptible to temperature variance. So, be very cautious there. Alright, so how are we going to do this? Let's first get caught up on our hunger and thirst right here. I've got the steel jerry can of water, and we've got the stream down below. It really comes down to, do I want to shuffle a bunch of stuff downstairs and set up down there, or do I just hang out here? Where I probably won't get bothered too much. The only downside is I don't have an active fire going. I'd have to rely on my battery charges and gas grills and things like that for cooking at least. And even for light for reading. What have I got that I can light? I don't remember if I've gotten any lamps or lanterns. Lot of odd stuff all over the place. How about we spell it right? And I think my battery supply is pretty meager too, so we're probably going to have to go inside. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away from it. Yeah, we're going to have to go inside. Alright, much as I hate the idea. What do I got in the various seats? Weapons and stuff. Let's throw on the duffel bag. Alright, nothing in the front seats. I can pretty much just move things from this area straight outside, and we'll get shoved over into the fallout shelter. So, what are we going to take? Shouldn't need weaponry. I don't think I'll need the canning pot. Throw it out there just in case. Maybe. Didn't need the mess kit. Maybe. Definitely. Alright, not going to worry about clothes. We'll take the raw materials for crafting with. Let's make a separate pile for... Oops. Separate file for food that's gone bad on me. Alright, MREs, let's go without them for the moment. Just take things that'll make other things or that are gonna go bad pretty soon, I think. Actually don't need the jerry can of water. We got the stream downstairs. And books. Yeah. I'm going to leave most of the raw material up here. I'll come grab stuff as I need it if I come across something that I absolutely must have, but it's not already present downstairs. Okay, I think that's it. Let's just get it inside. How much stuff we talking about here? 109 liters. 25 of which is this canning pot. Let's keep a hold of that. We'll wield that. Alright, so it'll take us, what, 2 trips? Not too bad. Let's do this, though. In there. Drop everything. Alright, everything's in place. I'll probably have to make another trip or two for odd things here and there. We'll hold off on that one. Yeah, we'll wait on that one. Alright, and one last thing. All right, so there we go. We got our 96 2x4s, our wood source. We got water nearby so we can cook it anytime we need to. All of our gear is sitting just north of me in that big old pile. Probably have to bring some more stuff down. Might have to go get some more wood. We are pretty much just about out. We'll grab the last couple here. Either magnifying glass. Alright, all I left was the bed pretty much and some metal shelves. We'll go break those up if we need more metal components, but otherwise this place is empty. Hopefully we've got enough for the few days we're going to be here. Notice while we were doing all that and time was passing, we actually got another tick, so I think we'll only be here maybe a day or two. Probably 2 at the most. That's good news. I think I've got enough food to handle that. Alright, let's take care of that food problem real quick. Okay, and tired. I think I will just go sleep right now, and then we'll get our crafting and reading session started when we wake up nice and refreshed. Temperature is okay. Brought my own pillow and blanket. Alright, let's see how much more progress we make on that broken leg. Between our pretty good health stat and the fast healer and everything else, there's the 3rd mark right there. So yeah, we're not going to be here long. 1 to 2 more days. The biggest tricks are just to make sure you've already got enough food and reading or crafting materials on hand and a decent health stat. You can usually get out of a broken limb fairly fairly easily. So we're 3/5 of the way there. Alright, say hi to a few folks before we get going there. Hey there, Positronic. Howdy, Viva du Fruit. I don't remember Viva du Fruit. I am not a fish yet, not even close. Hey there, Dr. Donut. Mattius Maximus. Welcome, everybody. Mount, Retro, Darkfire, Young Bear. I think that's everybody that's piled in so far. Usually you can do that as well. That'll show you what commands are currently set. If you're ever curious about any of my stream commands, what you can do in chat, that's the way to find out. Okay. How far am I into this run? We've had one session in this run so far. We started it Wednesday. So that's kind of where we're at. We're only on day 15 of the first season, so most of that has been driving. Here's what our map looks like. We've driven, little cities, little cities, little cities, driven. Those are about the biggest cities we've seen so far. This little group right here. And we were still driving. Lots of fungus in various places. There's the ice lab that also had fungus infested in the area. More driving and driving. We've done like, I've lost track of how many mansions we've been into. But this is the kind of chains we've been running into. These little tiny city after city after city and no other endpoints. I mean, other than trailheads. There's just been tons and tons of that kind of stuff. I mean, nothing but little tiny city connections with roads that go nowhere, other than other little tiny cities. And that's where we started right there. So, labs are what I need. We've seen exactly one so far the entire trip. And the cities we have seen have been really missing most of the commercial districts. These smaller cities just have 90% housing, 5 to 10%, so 90 to 95% housing. 5 to 10% commercial type buildings. So I think I've seen a grand total of 2 garages on that entire trip. And yeah, so I've heard that the map gen has changed the default settings. It's like 8.4 now or something like that. 4.8, I'm not sure which is which. But this setup what I did was 4.4, the old default. So apparently it's not genning real well right now with some of the changes they've done to the map generations. So we'll see. We'll struggle on as we need to. Alright, more water, please. Yeah, let's do the protein drink, actually. And we'll just consume that. Alright, water is essentially infinite. It's just the food items that I gotta be careful of. We'll eat that last cooked meat. And have some old lunch meat. Alright, we're full. Focus is good. Here is the list of books that I brought down with me. So as you can see, we got a pretty good list. All the ones in red, we just need to get to certain minimums to reach. But we've got Computer Science 101 and 301. So we can get all the way to Computer 6, which would be really useful for getting into the lab if I take the time to actually get that all read. We can also get Fab really high if I can get myself up one more level of fabrication, which we're about to do. After that, we've got Fab books to take me all the way up to 9 or 10, plenty high. I'll probably stall out around 6 or 8. Mechanics, we've got all the way up to 6 via books, which is good enough for the basics that I want to do. I don't have any tailoring books. I've been having a hard time getting tailoring books my last half dozen runs. Not sure what's up with those things, but been harder to get a hold of the tailoring books for some reason. Electronics, we've got a bit of a problem. We've got it to 3, and then we need 4 to read the next book. So I think there's a recipe to jump from 3 to 4, but I'm not carrying much in the way of electronics materials to bootstrap that right now. So we'll just do the 3, and then I'll figure out what I need to get to 4, and we'll have to go collect that stuff. All of which will be solved if I ever do manage to find a lab, and then a bunch of other incidental stuff. So I think we're going to work on fabrication first, so we just need to get a level of fab here. So metal fishing spears, that's the one. Easy one right there. Alright. Where am I actually on it? So we're at only 2%, so we gotta do a whole level. I'm gonna have to go smash some more cabinets. Some more metal tables for scrap metal. Actually, I've got chunks of steel and scrap metal, so I'll be able to do 9 plus 11. I'll be able to do 20. That'll be more than enough. I probably only need... And with this level, I'm not sure how many I'm going to need. Let's do 5 at a time. We'll see how much progress we make. Chunks of steel's fine. That's the best result. You failed, but did not waste materials. Free XP. Hey, and we gained another hash mark on the leg. So we've spent not even a full day down here, and we've gained 3 hash marks on that leg progress. So, pretty good. And we're up to 24%, so we gained, what, 20% off of that? So, I need to do that 4 more times, basically. So that's going to be 20 total fishing spears at the rate we're going. That's assuming the focus maintains. So, we'll do 10. Fail, please. Ah, we succeeded, darn it. Goodbye, metal fishing spears. And that got us up to Fab 68. We're going to have to change the recipe up a bit. To 8. There we go, Fab 5. Unfortunately, we succeeded again. Alright, that chunked away most of our metal supply, but luckily we can just do reading from here. Alright, so now we've got Fab the 10, Fab the 10. Thought I had even more. Guess that's it. Those are both ugly to read books. 57 minutes, 52 minutes. Take a long time of sitting here. That one, I love, actually I only need to get to 7 because this one, for whatever reason, History of Firefighting is a really short read, so make sure you switch to it whenever you get the option to go from 7 to whatever it takes you to. Because it's like 17 minutes to read instead of 52 minutes with decent intelligence and reading skills. So, yeah, we'll see. Either last question. Alright, so we're on the last bar that we need for the leg healing, so that's going a lot faster than I thought it would. Healthy living, good high health stat, hidden health stat, and fast healer trait. And not letting it get damaged. Pretty much the only things you need to do. Let's do so many things I want to do. I might just sit here and get this stuff and smashed out as much as I can until the food gets really low, and then we'll take off again. Let's get cooking up. Cooking's relatively quick. Let's get that finished up. Alright, there's cooking 3. Dump this other stuff I don't really need to be holding on to. $13 more meat, that's it. Not nearly as much as I thought I had. Alright, full and slaked. Still not tired. Let's do some more reading.
Now we've got cooking to 4. Cooking's important because that's what we're going to be doing all of our mutagen crafting off of. So it's good to get it pumped up. But let's do first aid next. I hope to start accumulating some CBMs at some point. Now we are tired. Alright, let's go sleep again, see if we get that last leg point that we need. And then we need to let it actually heal up. So we might be here 2 days. 1 sleep just to finish the leg healing off, then it'll turn to a normal hit point bar that we have to let go as well. Might accomplish all that in a single sleep. We'll see. Yeah, don't need to do anything else. Nice and safe and quiet down here. There it is. Alright, legs now healing as normal. No more splint needed. That was like 2.5 days at most. Even including the driving around we did. Wow, we might make it to... didn't quite make it to full health on it. Take off! Leg splints. Oh, so much better. Now I can maneuver again. Now I can do all that silly stuff that I do. Alright. Leg splint gone. And given the meat that we don't have a lot of, what have we got? Oh, never mind. My remaining meat has gone rotten on me while we slept. So, time to get moving again. Unfortunately. It's just really, really hard to accumulate any supply of food that lasts a while, especially when you've got junk food and lactose intolerance, without sitting down and going through the whole charcoal kiln process. Yeah, we're gonna have to get moving again, unfortunately. Come here, you two. Into the corner with you. Let me think about this. So, we haven't gone into that mansion yet. With the splint, we just weren't able to maneuver well enough, and it was too dangerous. So we can go to that mansion real quick. We'll get a little bit more food there. Yet another chance at medieval gear. So far we've had pretty bad luck at it. And then we've got small city, small city, small city, small city. Well, that one might get a little bigger, but I suspect they're all tiny cities. With the center right here. Got swamp and forest nearby. No, I think I need to get moving again. As much problem as I'm having finding labs, I need to keep moving. I don't want to stop and try to gear up just to find out it's going to take me another 12 hours of driving to find labs. None of the things I'm going to be able to craft are really going to help with the traveling anyway. So we'll just keep traveling, keep getting some incidental looting here and there. Hopefully we find a few things we can put to use that'll speed up that whole process. So now I get to carry everything back out again. Yay, so much fun. I'm at, I got 30 space available. That stupid pot's going to take all of it. Wield the pots. Grab whatever you can grab. This is where I step outside with no stamina and have some big nasty waiting for me. Nope, just a crow. Alright. 96, 87, and 114, huh? That's right, I forgot I was carrying my stuff with me. Drop those up there. That back there. Alright. Dump my inventory, make this a little faster. Alright, I gotta make some decisions here. All of that's yes. It's the stuff like this that I'm not gonna take with me. Nope, no nails, thanks. No pipes. We'll take a few rags. Not 70 though. We'll take dump 40. Nope, no small metal sheets, thanks. And the rest is okay. Alright. That's why I hate doing this process very often. Just makes me crazy, dragging stuff back and forth up and down stairs. Yeah, junk piles getting a little too much. 149, 156, and 134. I've got almost no space left over. That's not ideal. Not even a little bit. Alright, I think we're good. Close that up. Don't think I left anything else down there. Also didn't leave myself any accumulation of clean water. That was kind of silly. Alright, let's have carrots, cornbread. I think that'll be enough. Okay, well, let's go yet another mansion. Yay! Oh, I'm so excited about doing another mansion. Alright, kitchen. Park out here and deal with all these standard zombies. Alright, I've got the combat knife in the sheath, hunting knife back up. I need to, crap, not be wearing this clothing either. Dump that. Oops, didn't mean to be wearing the duffel bag either. Ah, spitter zombie from nowhere. Hey, parachuting spitter zombie. There was no spitter zombie up there when I walked out my door a second ago. So exactly why is there a spitter zombie right now? Where did he come from? Was I just totally not paying attention and there was a spitter wandering down at me from up here? Curious minds want to know. Oh, and he did a perfect shot! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So I just got my legs fixed. And I start the fighting out with this. Magical parachuting spitter zombies with perfect aim. Dead center. Huh. Alright. Alright, that's how we're gonna be, is it? And now leg health is in a big problem again. And I haven't even gotten into the building yet. Yeah, I mean, I stepped out of this side of the vehicle. Now, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to what was going on over here, but usually I'm pretty good at knowing there's spitters in an open field in my area. So, I'm still curious exactly where that guy came from. It's already starting out to be a rough session. Risk the legs yet again. Yeah, nope. No zombie there before. Yeah, it's the magical parachuting zombies. Anytime I'm out in the open. Well, now all I want to do is go back and hide in the thing and sleep again. If I run into one more of those guys suddenly, we could be dealing with 2 broken legs again. Alright, let's dump the duffel bag. I'm gonna push forward, but I'm already a little put out. That's some bad behavior there. I'm not going downstairs yet. Front of this place is right here, so we'll check the front room, see if we've got medieval gear. There's my buddy right there. Fitted chainmail. Fitted chainmail is what we're looking for. Uh-oh, fitted ornamental plate. I don't want the ornamental. Yet another all pike. Oh, that's a replica anyway. And I would never use a great helm, so... Yuck, yuck, yuck. This is the pile I'm hoping for. Oh, poor fit. Dang it. So close. And yet another replica mace. What is the chances for replicas? It seems to be like 9 to 1 at the moment from the last dozen mansions I've gone to. So, oh well. We'll definitely scoop up the chainmail regardless. I still love chainmail, preferably fitted, but not in this case. Let's see, it's also really heavy, but we're okay on that. Let's dump this stuff off. Okay, so unfortunately didn't get quite what I wanted. Not sure, other than the library, I want to actually look anywhere else in this place. None of this is useful, unfortunately. Lots of wood saws on offer. So, library's got nothing to help. Oh, that's right, you can't take that out. I don't need smartphones anymore. Nope, don't need smartphones anymore. Dance floor. Oops. Don't need rotten cucumber sandwiches. Yes. Nah, I've got plenty. Indoor pool. Fun place to set up a camp. Lots of free water. Seem to be getting fairly consistent kills without getting tagged by anything. At least the low-level stuff. Alright, that's the first floor. Don't think we really picked up much. Nope. Oh, and then he destroys something. My socks! I got my socks! Gallon jug of cooking oil. Alright, we'll take that. Whoops. Oh, that's right. That stupid cooking oil and gallon jug of bleach weigh a ton. I forgot about those things. They're broke. We'll go back and we'll leave them at the stairs. And we'll finish looking around. These stupid things are way heavier than they're supposed to be. Yeah. Well, that one's not too bad. That one's only 10 pounds, which is still kind of ridiculous. But the cooking oil, 60 pounds. Oops. That is a crazy amount. Yeah. Yeah, that room's useless. Fancy scarf. Oops. Keep forgetting to check to see if I need to replace a basic piece of clothing item. Pyramidal will take. Don't care about the rest of this junk. I think the top floor is done as well. Nope, zombies chasing me. Oops, wrong thing. But the basement zombies hit a little better than the guys upstairs? What's going on with that? Do I want to collect electronics components while I'm here? Taking apart things like pinball machines and the arcade machines are one way of doing it. There's power converters, wires, circuit boards, plastic chunks. Love bearings when you're doing slingshots and slings and such. Alright, I'll just do those for now. V8! Stop hitting me in the legs. Alright, everybody done banging? Break a leg. Don't remind me. Oh, gamma globulin shot. Well, that made the trip into the basement worth it right there. That's gonna get our points up. You feel tough. If you're not aware, gamma globulin shot is the #1 way to raise your hidden health stat by a long shot. More parts we could get. We could deconstruct these for parts. Motors, wires, heating elements. Drive belts.